Hi, Sophie. How you
Hi,
doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. So I want to start off and say, first of all, I looked through a lot of your filmography. You have a lot of roles that range in like the psychological horror,
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
mystery. Are you okay? Do you feel
Am I okay?
diving in
Nobody's
deep into
asked
these
me
characters?
if I'm okay. I'm fine. I feel like I'm just drawn to that, and it's exciting as an actor because I feel like within the horror genre, there's such a vast range of emotions that you can play through, and it's just satisfying to like see a hero's journey and see that person defeat the monster. It's satisfying for me, but not just that. I don't know. I think they can also be the most human too. I think this movie is very, at its core, human, just like about a family. So as long as I can like find grounding within some elevated genres, that's all that matters.
And I think you did a really good job in finding that, especially in this, film that's adapted from a Stephen King short story. Do you have any favorite Stephen King movies or stories?
I finally watched The Shining.
Okay.
Because it was kind of just like a fun fact about me. I was like, I had never seen The Matrix or The Shining. And it's like, those are movies that you just can't miss. Like, they're talked about as the best movies of all time. And after seeing The Shining, I was like, okay, yeah. This makes sense.
I could definitely see it.
I'm like, I see it. And I mean, Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall is like a huge influence in that, but also stylistically, like I think the costume design is it's really sick in that, and her haircut is really, I tried to copy it a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely iconic, but I think what you deliver here is really like special.
Thank you.
Special here in the Boogeyman too. So
Thank you.
in terms of the therapy aspect of it, Chris plays your father, who's a therapist.
Yeah.
Do you have any kind of connection to therapy at all in your real life? Or?
Yeah, I do, and I think everybody should be open to it. I know it's not for everybody, but I've been lucky enough to have that opportunity to talk to a therapist, and not everybody is lucky enough to have that. So that feels like a privilege. But I think it's also just important within my industry to have somebody that you can vent to, and they're a professional, and you don't have to feel bad about it, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they capture that aspect really well. We're here for Geeks of Color, so obviously I have to ask, is there any kind of comic book or superhero characters that haven't we maybe have seen in movies, maybe haven't, that you would like to play yourself? Or
okay, so we've already seen this, Heather in Silent Hill 2. Back when I had blonde hair and it was kind of short and choppy, people would say that I looked like her, and I was like, yeah, that's the goal. And I dressed up as her for Halloween. Oh, this is a good one. I grew up with the game Alice Madness Returns.
Oh, okay.
And there have been so many adaptations of Alice in Wonderland, but if they did Alice Madness Returns, they should cast me.
Is that like more twisted, like?
It's so twisted. You should. It's a really messed up game. It's so good though. Like the story, it feels like a Tim Burton video game, but it's not. Yeah.
Somebody get Tim Burton on the phone. I mean,
I know.
Or
He already made his own Alice. So.
Well, or Guillermo del Toro.
There you go.
Yeah, we can manifest it. And then, one more question before we wrap up here. Do you have any particular fears or, kind of scares that like really haunted you from childhood that, obviously everybody's scared of the dark, but do you have any particular moments like that from childhood? Or?
I think when I was younger, actually I haven't said this yet, I was really scared in improv classes.
Oh, really?
Because there's this pressure to be funny, and I was like, what if I'm not funny? What are they gonna do about it? And when you gotta go in the center and start something, I've overcome that, and I've overcome my Boogeyman improv, because I have to do a lot of it, but that was my first Boogeyman.
Thanks so much for sitting down with us, Allison. Sophie, and the film was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much.
Thank you.